Going to start in a second. Hey
Yep.
guys, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming in. We're at 100x Crypto Academy. If you want to chime in, we do these live streams. You can watch live, but we do our updates and stuff, and in the Discord and stuff, and you can join 100x Crypto Academy for as little as $5, or you can go into the top tiers and get all the juicy stuff. It's totally up to you. So it's an option for you guys to get in. And get amongst crypto because we've been doing crypto for a very long time. We've been doing these live streams for a very long time. Just scroll through the um, YouTube channel, you'll see them. We've got hundreds of webinars. Well, I would say probably hundreds or into the hundreds, over 100. And yeah, we do these every Sunday. So it's more of a community thing. Um, and because crypto has sort of been um, because of bear market and stuff, and crypto, Bitcoin's been down. A lot of people just, um, and that's normal. But a lot of people just go do their own thing because, they obviously there's not making money. Bitcoin's down and everything's down, and so people go off and do their own thing, and that's just normal. We've seen it before. But then when something new comes along, or there's a resurgence in new an old thing like meme coins, which has happened over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It gets people excited again. So that's exactly where we're at now. It's pretty much meme coin season, and yeah, it's just a good way to have a bit of fun and don't take it too seriously. Get a bit of if you can get into a couple of these meme coins and do well, take the cash, cash out, and then take that money, go into new ones, or put a little bit aside, buy some more Bitcoin. So that's what we always recommend. But yeah. So how's your week been, Garth?
Been pretty good. Just been full on into crypto this week. I've just been loving it. Like there hasn't been a day that I haven't seen maybe a dozen coins do anywhere from 10x to 30x. I honestly can't keep up with them, and I mean I've done all right out of it. In the last week, some of the projects, the ones that we've talked about, and missed a bunch. Like obviously, you just can't keep up with it, but it is actually exciting, and it's kind of like that. There's a meme where there's this stick character, and he's poking a little tiny character with a stick, and he says, do something," and I kind of think like that's what's happening with Bitcoin. People like poking the stick at Bitcoin and say, "Come on, do something," and Bitcoin's like not doing anything. So then they're like, "Okay, well, let's run with something else," and they've just went, "You know what? Let's get excited about meme coins." And obviously, Pepe was the biggest one to do that, followed by a few others. And it's kind of like, even though it's from the outside, people would have no idea that crypto is booming right now because they just look at Bitcoin and go, "Oh, there's nothing going on." But if you've seen in the last month or two with meme coins, there's been so many millionaires created from meme coins. It's crazy, and it's not over. Every day there's new projects coming out, albeit they're not very exciting, or um, they're definitely not something you want to hold on to. You literally want to take 2x, 5x, or if you're really game, go for 10 or 30. But they're not something to hold on to. Really only the ones we talk about all the time are the ones to hold on to. These things have got no utility. It's very rare that you can go from a meme coin into some sort of utility. There's not many projects that have done it. So don't get married to the coin, as NG always says. So yeah, it's been a good week.
Yeah, guys, just these meme coins, they normally do well. They'll pump during the initial phase, and then they'll kind of just taper off, or people get disinterested. You'll see the holders drop. People just move on, and unless they're really special, they have the volume and they have the holders, and then they can get onto more multiple exchanges. But they need the volume to do that. Then it'll continue momentum, and momentum is a big thing with these meme coins, especially in the beginning. They can't keep on maintaining that momentum, and they haven't got the community to back them. They're not going to survive. So, um, you know, I know it's not a good thing, but if you hold and you've got the profit there, I would not get married to it, and I would just take the money and then get into the next one, because I'll show you something that's gonna probably really what's the word, shock you maybe. If you go to Gecko Terminal and you go onto new pools, you'll see down here that literally there's a new pool getting created every minute. And if you scroll down to like the last 50 coins were made in 41 minutes. So if you look at that, 50 coins in the last 41 minutes, let's just say that's an average of, to keep it simple, one a minute.
Yeah.
And there's how many minutes in a day? There's 1,440.
Yeah.
So there's 1,440 meme coins here just on this. Then you got Telegram, Pink Sale, you got all the other stuff that, apart from this. So you're looking at, you're probably looking at a couple thousand meme coins getting produced a day. So that's how crazy it is. That's just one day. Then you multiply that by 30 days. You're looking 60,000 to 100,000 meme coins getting produced, getting created, and that's the thing. You're not gonna. It's very. It's difficult to try to figure out which ones are going to pop off, which ones can you get into, and that's kind of like that's the hardest thing to do, and that's kind of like what we're here for. We're just trying to figure out, which one can, we'll get into a couple, and then which ones can go off, and that's kind of like what we want to do, because you only need a few to get off, but you want to make sure that you you cash out your profits. So here's a couple of things I just want to talk quickly about. That these meme coins, personally, I would just, if you get into like a pre-launch or anything and it does well, I would just like take the profit, unless you see something more, long term about the project and there's some utility there, or they're doing just something big. But if they're not, just get out, take your profit and get out. And I know that's not a good thing for the actual project itself, but at the end of the day, you got to make your money. But if you can get into 100x one, you're lucky, but that doesn't happen every day. So, you just have to do the numbers with these meme coins. And I'm in a bunch of them at the moment. I'm probably in about 7 or 8 and maybe 10 of them. And some of them done okay, some of them are below. So, but what I do is I don't put a lot of money into it. Sometimes I put $40 or $50. Sometimes I put $70, $80, and sometimes I only put $10. It just depends on how I feel with the project, and what I that's how I go about it. So, just very quickly, I'll show you a couple that which could be promising. Actually, what I'll do is I'll have to go and find them, and where have I got them? I've got them here somewhere. Okay, so there's a couple here, right? There's these 3 here. This one here is Mosquito. It's like a meme coin. I don't know. It's just kind of.
It's going to go off. Yeah, it's going to go off, that one.
Yeah, it's kind of like a smaller supply, and it's. I think it could be one that just does okay. There's 660. The launch is in a couple of days, I think. I think it's on the 15th. I have to double check.
And they raised a lot.
Yeah, for a small project. I mean, I don't think it was that big, but it's 660, but if you have a look at the token supply, it's not that big. It's only 420 million. Half of that's going to get burnt, I believe. I think
Pre-sale liquidity.
So yeah, this one here, it could do well, because there was only 984 investors. So that's getting up there. So watch this one. I think that, I'm in this one actually. So watch this one, and there was another one that I also like, which is actually this one here. I did a video on this one today, and it's called Yao Ming. So with this one here, the reason why I like this one is because it's only really tiny. Like at the moment, there's a 50 BNB soft cap, and it's only reached 20. So they haven't even reached the soft cap yet. So it's still a day
Yeah.
to go. So it's very under the radar, right? I haven't got into this yet, but I will in a second. But look at the supply. There's only 2 billion, and 50% of that is going to be burnt. So there's only going to be 1 billion. And then you look at the liquidity. Liquidity percentage is 60%. That means that 60% of the supply is going to be burnt. Is going to go to the liquidity pool. That means now let's see, 50% is going to be burnt. I think 50% going to be burnt, and then 60% of the coins. I believe that's how it works. Then 60% of the remaining that was raised in the pre-sale goes to the liquidity pool. So that means you've only got, let's say they raise, okay, you take that away pre-sale, so that's 10%. So you could work it out. You could work it out actually. So 50% is going to be burnt, 10% is going to go to liquidity. There's only going to be 10% of the tokens, if my maths is correct. You're only going to get 10% of the tokens, all right? And I, this is something that kind of confuses me. This liquidity thing. It's
Yeah,
not.
no, it is normal. The reason why it's confusing is because they burn it straight away and they do 50%. And the only way to calculate it is you have to recalculate it. What happens when you remove the essentially the 50%? What does that
Right.
make the other sections? Now,
Right.
I think that makes them bigger. I don't know. It might be double. So pre-sale is like 30. So pre-sale might go to 60% of the chart, and then the liquidity, what's 15? It might end up being 30. And yeah, so that's sort of 60, 30, yeah, and 10. That's how you do it. So you just times it by 2 roughly. And
Okay.
that would be what it would be. So the pre-sale, I think the liquidity is going to be only 30% left. Yeah, it is going to be small.
Yeah, it's going to be tiny. So that's why I think that with this, it being only 2 billion coins, I think that this could, I don't know. I got a good feeling about this one. And also, they've got a Chat GPT bot that just creates these memes with this Yao Ming. So Yao Ming, Yao Ming's like he's a famous basketballer from China. I think this could be from China. But anyway, so they've memed after him, and he was like he's a pretty good player, but he had to retire because he was 7'7", and
Wow.
but he was pretty famous, and he's still famous now. Actually, there was a video going around on Facebook like about a week ago. He was at an airport, and he was guarded with security, and he's like massive. He's towering over everyone. He's getting swamped. So he's pretty famous in China. Anyway, so it's memed after that, and the thing I like about this one is because obviously the small supply, and then they've got that Chat GPT thing where they can make memes about him, and then they could probably encourage the 1,000 plus people in the Telegram to actually use that meme to spread on social media. They've got like a little thing that they can use to create virality. But the last thing also is they've got a 5% in and out, and 2% goes to marketing, 1% goes to burn, and 1%, 2% goes to reflections and BUSD. So that's in and out. So the way I look at it is, if there's a buy order for 5%, that's how it gets broken down, and then if there's a sell order, that's how it gets broken down. So not only are you getting BUSD, you're getting 2% in BUSD rewards, auto rewards, which I assume you're getting that. how did Everton do it? Do they do it daily or do they do it like by the minute?
It gets because it requires gas to process the payments. Usually they, depending on how the contract is set up, they have like a queue, and it might do, like 50 or 100 people at a time, or like wallets at a time. So what happens is when they sell and the reflections come in, they then process those, and it gets done and sent out. So it might be depends on the volume, but it might be every few days you get them, but you eventually get them.
Yeah. So they've got that, but also, so you get the 2% on the reflection, but also you get the 1% burn. So it's deflationary as well. So, I mean, obviously, that's a lot of coins to get down, but they're not starting with like 420 trillion. They're starting with like 2 billion, and half of that's going to get burned immediately. So yeah, I don't know. This one could do well. It just depends. So look, it's a hit and miss with these things, and there's so many of these things launching that you just don't know what's going to go off. And they're all, like, you see the ones that are trending on Pink Sale, they're all kind of like up the top here. So these are the ones that got the best exposure. Once they get on the top trending, a lot of investors seem to pick them up. But which I reckon, there was one that raised, I think it's Pepe AI, that raised 10,000 BNB, and it flopped completely. There was actually two Pepe AIs. The one that flopped was the one that raised 10,000 BNB, and then the one that was like only raised, like was smaller, was the one that actually was better. So, because I watched them and I thought, this is, the one that was smaller did better, and the one that was so hyped up to the max flopped. So, not always big is best. Sometimes if you get into these ones that are kind of like stealthy and that not many people know about, you kind of have to play around with the tokenomics, and if they come into your favor where there's not many buyers and there's only a small amount, if the community rallies, they could do really well fast. So it's just a matter of doing the numbers. And then, so what I do is I don't put a lot of money in these. I just, like I said, I put less than $100 depending on how I feel. Sometimes I do $10, sometimes I do $20, sometimes I do $50 or $80. It just depends on how I feel. And because of the BNB, you're not spending a lot of money on gas, but I just run the numbers. And generally speaking, if you're in the Discord, most of the time, not all the time, is I invest in the ones that I do the pre-sale. Not all the time. Like this one here, Pepezilla. This one did really well. If we go to Pepezilla, so this is Pepezilla here. Okay, so it's down. Oh, it took a dive this morning, but it was when I looked at it, it was it was up here. So since this morning, since
you're on a 1 minute chart too. Maybe you need to switch like a 1 hour or chart or something, so we can see a bit better. Oh yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's had a good run. Look at that.
Yeah, see,
massive.
So this Pepezilla's done well. It's
and it hasn't even. It's actually still way above what it started. See, right down there is where it started.
Yep. And then there's another one here. I looked at this one. There's see, so you can compare it. You can just go look at what I do is I just save. It's fucking tank.
Oh, is that Blockchain Valley virtual one? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that was going to be bad.
Look at it. It's just
as soon as I saw it, it immediately dumped. So what happened? That would be people got into the pre-sale and immediately sold, and we're talking big whales. Like they probably just went, "Oh, I'm going to make money." Bought as much as they could, and then thinking that it would go up, and then sold, in the first few minutes, and it dumped the price so bad.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It just totally dumped the price in the beginning, and it just
Look at that. Huge.
Wow.
It literally just went
Yeah.
whoosh downwards.
Yeah.
You know, so these meme coins, you just don't know what the hell they're going to do. So it really is a hit and miss. But what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of these meme coins that are really kind of hyped up and they're supposed to be really good, they end up flopping, and the ones that are like stealthy or not many people know about them, they end up doing well. So I don't.
Yeah.
You just can't.
I've noticed that too. I've got a couple of charts to show you of some of those stealth ones that weren't on Pink Sale. I don't even know sort of how they got started. They literally created a Twitter, and then the next post was, "Here's our contract. We're live." So it's interesting.
Yeah, this is another one. Troll. I've been.
It did well, I think.
Yeah, I've only got like $10 in this, and it was like $20 at one stage. But I'm just gonna let this one ride. It's called Troll. So you just don't know what's going to happen. Another one, Newt, that we're in. I think we're both in this one.
I got free coins in this one now, so I don't really care what happens to it. I mean, maybe I could have sold out at the top, but I don't really. I actually think Newt's pretty interesting because look, Bitcoin, the whole market's down right now, and as soon as Bitcoin jumps back up, I can see this one pumping because you have to go to their Telegram group to see what's going on. They got this really cool bot in there, and they're the devs got, I think also they got the reflections with Newt, haven't they, where people get paid for holding. So there's some interesting stuff going on with that.
This one's ZK. I did a YouTube video on this. So yeah, this one's it's holding anyway.
That pattern there that we just saw on the screen, that's a cup and handle pattern. That's actually a bullish. It's a cup and handle. See how it looks like a cup with a little handle on it? So it's got the shape of that's the shape there. And then that little bit there is the handle on the right-hand side. That's actually a very bullish sign. That's a very bullish pattern if you follow technical analysis. So that could be a go. If Bitcoin pumps, next week or two, that might look good.
Well, that's the one I did there, that ZK Peppy, and it's a utility token with ZK. It's a layer 2, so it's interesting. It's a layer 2 on BSC with using ZK technology to hide the transaction. I mean, you still see the transactions, but you can't see who did it from layer 1. So that's interesting, that one. A lot of this stuff, guys, what I personally do is I just take a lot of time to just do my due diligence on them, and I try to share that stuff in the Discord. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this screen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, there's tons of these Telegram groups, right? And they've got these Telegram calls. And if you go into Pepe Illuminati, they've got tons of things coming, although this project actually tanked. But what I found was they've already done, so far it's down, but they've done 2 previous meme coins, and they've got tons of money coming with the shills, right? And here, this is the person I'm talking about. So they said basically they've got tons of advertising coming and shilling coming, and they've got these calls. So see these Telegram groups, these ones here, tier 1 and tier 2, and then they've got the Asian calls. I joined every single one of these Telegram groups, right? And what they are basically calls. So the one that I've been with for like probably a year is this Luffy's Gems calls, and some of those calls are good. So that's basically just a Telegram group. There's no conversation. Sometimes there's no conversation, or if it's a conversation, you can only when they do the post, you can comment on the post. It's not like
Yeah.
there's
So it's
open-
like an
not open chat.
announcement. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's announcement channel, but then it's got like a little chat within that post. So
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
yeah, it's not like it's constantly scrolling, so you don't know what the heck's going on. Anyway, so I've been in this Luffy's Gems calls. Some of them are good, some of them bad. But here, right, all this is all just Telegram groups with just all calls. And if you go into them, each one is like calling meme coins, and they've done a shout. Apparently, they've done like a shout out with all these. So I'm expecting this Lemonade to pump again. But I joined some of these Telegram groups, and it's just absolutely nuts. I'll just go into one now, as you can see here. Here, there's Skyrim's calls. Like literally every 20 or 30 minutes, they're just shilling new coins, and they're talking about new coins.
Projects.
This
Wow.
Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. This one could go off. It's dumb, but it's like Miss Piggy's the girlfriend for like Kermit the Frog.
Yep.
and
Kermit the Frog.
Miss Piggy. That's
Yeah,
kind of
Kermit
the
the Frog,
play.
I think, was a meme already. Yeah.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog's remember, Kermit the Frog is Peppy, and Miss Piggy is his girlfriend. So that's the whole thing with this one. So Miss Piggy, it could go off. This is it here. It's actually 2 days to go, and it's 16 BNB. But you just don't know.
I love that
projects.
dude.
They just
Crypto Dex. He must have.
Yeah.
He must be like the first. He must make the video before they even launch. He's on every one.
he does. He spends a lot of time doing these
He's like a
videos. I mean, props to
spokesperson.
him.
He's like the. Yeah. Good on him. Someone's got to do it.
He's punching them out, man. I don't know how he does. He's probably doing 10 videos a day. I don't know how he does it. But anyway, so you go and get into all these ones. There's tons of these calls, and then you can just spend. I mean, who's got the time, right? There's just there. And there's another one. They're doing calls on this one. So how do you decipher all this stuff? You can't. There's not enough. There's another one. Froggy. I never heard of it. All right. It's another one. All right. It's on Pink Sale. Let's go and have a look at it. And then there's it's a fair launch. It's coming. It's upcoming. It hasn't launched yet. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
so
upcoming. Oh, okay. So it hasn't started yet.
There's tons of stuff there, guys. It's just literally how much time have you got in the day to literally devote to meme coins? Because like I said, there's as I showed you before, looking at the new pools on Gecko Terminal, there's literally one a day, one a minute. And if you work it out, that's 1,440 meme coins just on that liquidity thing. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. So
yeah,
there's a lot of work to do.
I've got one chart to show.
Yeah, show us. Tell us what you found this week, Garth.
El Capo, Little Capo is what it's called.
Is that like a mafia one?
Go
or
look at
something?
the website. Yeah.
Oh wow, look at it. It's pumping.
Lame.
I saw this one, and I was like, "There's no way." I saw that the website.
It's a GoDaddy site. It's like you're from Ukraine, right? It's a GoDaddy Russian type thing, right? I
was going to do a review on this, and I thought, "There's no way."
Oh yeah, I just thought this is so scammy. Look, this is it. That's it, dude. The GoDaddy site.
I saw this, and I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah, no way I'm doing it. But you know what? I went to the Twitter. Check this Twitter out. So he's called the Butcher, Easy 8. Yeah. Anyway, so he's got this page, but literally, he started his where he did his community. I mean, he's delivered. Let me find where he is. Let me scroll up. Oh, we might go on his other. We'll go on his other one. Yeah. Go on his other one. So he's got his own, and then he did one for the coin, right? So we'll scroll down and have a look at it. Because what he's done is unbelievable. I can't believe, like, they must know, like, so on May the 10th, right, he's announced it, and then he goes, follow him, which is his own account, right? He's the Butcher. That day, they're already on Dex tools have already launched, right? That same day they started their Twitter. The same day they're on Poloniex. Okay, so
What?
instantly they're on a big exchange. And I'll show you the chart in a minute. 5,000 holders one day later. Then they're on, what was the next one they got onto? Poloniex. Then they want MEXC Global. They got listed on one day later. So now they're on two big exchanges. Now they're on OKX. That's three exchanges.
Far out.
Like this is within like 2-3 days, right? And like I'll just see if there was one. Then he's on Huobi Global, I think. So they got on Poloniex. Then they're trying to get on the others, right? They're trying to get on all the others. So I'll just see if they got on any. They got on BitGet. I can't say how crazy this is to be able to get listed. We're only on day 12, like 2 days later, right? And it just goes on. So he has got them on. There you go. Another trading one. I don't know how many platforms that is. It's endless, right? Then we go over to that coin again and have a look at it. So I'm on a 1 hour chart. And this is like when it started. It was here, right? It was started there. The volume on that first hour was $386,000 in that volume for the first hour. Now, have a look at this. If we just have a quick look at the price range when it listed.
Wow.
First, it went 2x. It went 2x in the first couple of hours. 4x, 5x.
What?
It went
1000x,
10x.
dude.
It went 10x there. 20x. Let me just keep going out. 20x.
Wow. 1000x.
30. 40. 50. 60x. Yeah, 60x. 62x. Let me just see if it went any more. I don't know. I think it went 62x. Yeah. And it came back to support, I would say. Probably this will be in, I reckon, on a fib in the 618 buy zone. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, there's a 618786. It dropped into that zone. It just popped out of it now, but it's been in that zone for a day or so, and now it's popped out, so it could get another run. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go to the moon, but geez, they listed so many exchanges so quickly, and it did a 60x. Like that, I don't know. What can I say about that?
That's crazy. I'm annoyed. Because I was
that
literally.
So obviously they had a.
Sorry, you're
right. Yeah, they obviously had a huge following or something like that. I'm not sure. They got 7,000 followers here, and I think on their holders they picked up 12,000 holders. Volume like today was 8 million. And
so they're not going to sleep. There's plenty there.
Yeah, like they've done that many listings that it's not even like most people don't even know about it yet. Like I feel like it still might have another leg up. Not sure.
Yeah,
it could do because they've delivered so quickly. But it has hit 60x. I'm not sure, but it's wow, what a run. So 60x. That's insane. So that was one of them.
But here's the dumbest thing in the world. Here's the dumbest thing in the world. I was looking at, I was going through Pink Sale, right? I went through tons of these things, And I looked at
Yeah.
that website before. I think it was still in pre-sale,
Yeah.
and I said, "There's no way. This
Yep.
is." It,
Yeah.
I scrolled down the
This is
website
crap.
and I thought, "This is shit. There's no way." And then I passed
Yeah.
it and I did something else.
Yeah, same here.
What?
I let it go. Even if you'd put
$10.
$100 in it, right? $10. $10 times 60. Yeah, you would have done well. Even if you'd got 20x out of it. Easy 400. Wow.
$100, dude. That's like six. What's that? $6,000. That's crazy.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason is that what happened is the early holders didn't sell. That's why. So when these
Yeah.
projects go off like this, whoever gets in early, if they know or expect what the project is and they know what the devs or whoever's doing it, they know they're going to deliver, right? Most of the time you don't know if they're going to deliver. But if they do deliver, then these early people, the whales that get in, they don't sell at all because they're waiting for the rest of the market. They're waiting for that next all-time high, and then they'll be selling into those all-time highs. So,
yes. I think you said
yeah,
something
because
very key there.
the whales, like the way they look at it, they can throw $1,000 or $5,000 into one of these coins, right? And in the beginning, it doesn't mean anything to them to put that kind of money in, but it makes a massive difference in the volume, the price of these things. And then if they do get onto the exchanges and list quickly and get exposure, then once they hit that next level of volume and price, that's when they start offloading, and they've just went from maybe they put 10,000 in, right? Say, and now they've just checked out 100K or 500,000, and they've got the volume to do it. That's how some of these things play. But yeah, obviously they don't throw it in if they think the devs are dodgy. So obviously they knew the dev that was doing this or whoever organized it. I'm not familiar with that person, the butcher. But it could be from Russia or Ukraine.
We are now.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can see it says "RU" for Russia, so I've got a feeling it might be from somewhere in Russia.
It's definitely Russian because the website,
Yeah, it has got Ukraine and / it's got like a translation for Ukraine and English, but it could be Russian.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, but anyway, that was something was pretty big. It was one of the big ones I saw. There was a couple of others. Yeah, I'll have a look in a sec. I'll just stop sharing my screen, and I'll just check my other ones that I did. You can take over. I'll have a quick look.
Yeah. Okay. So another thing that also do is you can have a look at these pre-sales, which is also good because with the pre-sales is like I said, you just got to get onto one that pops off, right? It only needs to do like a 20 or 30x, and you're kind of like you're in the money. So yeah, another good place where I check daily is I go to Pink Sale / Launchpads Advance, and so yeah, pinksale.finance / launchpads / advance, and it's got all the upcoming. And if you go to all launchpads, yeah. So you can go to if you click on the all launchpads, it shows you the upcoming, and then you can like filter, and then you can go like upcoming, and then pool type. You can go like fair launch or pre-sale, and then you can go whatever, right? Go chain BSC. This is a good way to filter it out that are upcoming. So this is what I do. Like this one here, Tim and anyway, I got no idea what this is, but I know that it starts in 49 minutes. So what I do is then I just go and just click on it, and then I find out, do some research and find out, kind of like what's it about, but it hasn't started yet. So and then I go down this list, and then if I see anything good, I might make a video, or I might mention it in the Discord, in our meme coin channel, which you can join for just $5 a month. Okay, so here's another one: Capone, max buys 10 BNB, soft cap 40 BNB. So this one could be interesting, right? So then I'll just click on this, starts in a day, and then I would just like check it out, and then go look at the website and go look at all the other stuff, right? And then I just do this with pretty much every single one of them that I know that is coming up, and that's basically the process that I do. I try to stick with the BSC ones because they're a lot easier to get in with the gas, but there's ETH ones here as well. For some reason, it's showing ETH ones.
Yeah, literally,
But
my experience with ETH is you literally have to add a 0 to whatever you are buying. You have to add a 0 to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, you can minimum $100. I mean, the
That's
gas is
true.
going to cost you $50 anyway.
Oh, it's insane. And if you have to, I don't know if you saw it. I tweeted the other day. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not a millionaire because I wouldn't be caring about the gas because, you know, they don't care whether if they're a millionaire on ETH. But literally, for an approval to sell on, I think what was the DEX? Can't remember the DEX name.
Uniswap.
Pancake Swap. Uniswap. It cost me $15 in gas for approval, and on Binance
crazy.
Smart Chain it cost 5 cents. Like,
yeah, I know.
I looked
But
at that
all the
and
whales
thought,
are all on ETH.
I know. It's because it's old. It's like old money. It's like they got wealthy. They're staying on ETH, and they're just so used to it. They're like, it's old school money. It's like rich people. You know, they got rich from real estate. It's old money. That's ETH money.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I agree.
Yeah. That's
They're
why
so
I like
staunch.
Binance, because
So they stay on they stay on ETH. They're like, no,
they
this
made
is
their money on ETH, so they stay on it, and yet they pay $15, and they have sort of like a rich person's attitude, like, you know, oh, you know, it's just the way they operate. Like, it's actually insane paying $15 for an approval. Like, the reason they're doing it is because they've got no choice. They're on a platform which there is no choice. That's what they're charging because everyone decided, you know, they're not, it's not scaling. They've made their money. So, hey, this is a big boys game, you know. But you know what's going to happen? Other networks are going to climb higher like ETH, and that will happen over time. And it'd be like new money sort of coming into the space because they can't change what they're doing. Ethereum is going to be like Ethereum, and it's not going to change. Just like Bitcoin is not really going to change. So yeah. Anyway, the point of making is ETH is expensive, and if you don't have like an extra 0 on it, like I honestly think if you want to buy anything with ETH, you need to spend $1,000 because $15 out of 1,000's not bad. That's 1.5% for a transaction. I deal with that. But $15 out of $100 is just stupid. Like, you're losing so much, and that's not even the trade, let alone anything else that you need to do. So yeah, Binance Smart Chain, I reckon, the way to go for if you want to actually save your money. I got one more I wanted to show you.
It's
the other one. Yeah, so this one is on ETH, and it was one that went up 67%. No, pardon me, 67x. It's called Four, Four. So that they literally went off, and I think it like literally peaked within 1 or 2 days. Yeah, it was 1 or 2 days and hit 67x. It literally, whales just dumped ETH into it. It was unbelievable. And like, you have a look at the chart now, you wouldn't want to be holding on to it because it's actually come all the way back to, they've sold all of their positions. So even though it's above what they started out, obviously the main volume was up here, and that's where all the whales sold out. So this was like they pumped it and they practically dumped it. And this, I went to their Telegram account today, and there really wasn't much action going on there. So they I think there were some really big whales, some influencers on Twitter that put big money in, and people followed, and then obviously they dumped on whoever else who followed. But this was, I think this particular, I don't have a link here for it, but let me have a look on the, yeah, this one doesn't have a link. On Twitter, I think it was called for, they can recognize what it was. Yeah, for the coin. That's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if they're literally going to come back from that, even though they've, I mean, that's a big 63x or something like that. It's crazy. So yeah, I think that's done and dusted on that one. I can't see that one, going to new highs. But it's interesting. They used the meme of CZ on Binance. That's it right there. That was kind of like him, because he did it. He had a picture of him with his fingers up with 4, and he was talking about building, and he was talking about the 4 basic things you got to be doing. And yeah, they've ran with that. So they had huge volume and stuff, but yeah, don't get in it now. But it was just interesting how that exploded pretty quickly. Just goes to show like how powerful influencers are in promoting these coins.
Yeah, even that Mong one was by one of the guys that was saying that cryptocurrency was one of the guys in the Senate said, "Oh, it's a Mong or whatever," and they ran with it, and then that's why it's called Mong coin. And yeah, it's got a big community behind it, but it's a hit and miss with this, guys. It's just you know, when you pick one up and you ride it, it's just, you can do 100x, you can do a 50x, and if you got $100 in it, it's a quick 10 grand, it's a quick 5 grand, and then you just take your cash and then get into the next one, because there's 1,440 of these things just on. I reckon there's an easy 2,000, 3,000 launching a day. There's no shortage of these things, right? So if you make your cash and you're good enough to get in one that's going up, take your cash, sell out, all right, and then get in the next one, because it's literally the next minute there's another one created, and that's my advice. But it's not easy finding these ones, but they are there. I can't believe I missed that Al Capone one. I literally saw that. And I said, there's no way this website is so good. I got to the end of the website. I'm scrolling down to find out more information. There's no information on it.
Yep. No.
And I said, there's no way. And then when you showed me about that today, I'm just like, what? I could have got into that one.
I know. The liquidity was like huge. I can't remember exactly how much liquidity they had in there, but it was a lot. Let me have another look at the chart. I think it had I mean, today wasn't even a big day, and their volume was 9.6 million and liquidity was 1.3 million. And they've only been going like for 3 or 4 days. So they did on the biggest day, they did 20 million, they did 17 million. On the big day, they did 44 million. Like, that's $44 million traded. I don't know how to describe how like big that is. So, that doesn't happen magically. That's pretty wild. There was no taxes on that one either. That contract was literally, I was just looking at the contract. It literally ticked all the boxes. There was nothing about that particular contract whatsoever. It literally was a simple, here's something you can buy and sell. And I'm just not sure how much liquidity they put in at the beginning. That part I haven't checked out yet. But that was just crazy.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the website now. It's listed on CoinGecko, and it's got the GoDaddy sites on it. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, CoinGecko hasn't listed all the other exchanges. They've only got PancakeSwap on there, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe keep an eye on this one, guys. You know, maybe it's got still a long way to go because it's got heaps of liquidity and there's tons of volume. So usually when they start to pick up that type of that size, they get to that size. Usually they can weather it, and the community rallies. They can keep on going, and Bitcoin's down.
Once they get it on the exchanges, once they get on all the exchanges and people start trading it, then it just keeps on perpetuating.
Yeah, I'll have a look at Coin Market and see if I can find it there, because it looks like it hasn't been updated on CoinGecko, the exchanges, but yeah. So if you go on CoinMarketCap, you'll see it. It's been updated. They're on 10 exchanges. Well, 9 exchanges, 8 exchanges, 7 exchanges. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Poloniex, yeah. So these are all tier 2. Poloniex probably could maybe argue was tier 1, maybe, but some of them are tier 2. But yeah, that's still pretty good. They still got. So if you just look at it that way, maybe they can still get on more exchanges because they got the volume there. But it could be one that could still pop off, but you just because of the volume there. But they're not on a lot of exchanges. Like they're not on major exchanges yet. They're not on KuCoin. They're not on
this. I had a look at the contract now. The contract from the creator who created that coin, that Capo, and I'm just looking at it now. The liquidity pool, he put in 10 million tokens for 0.5 BNB. A half a BNB is what started that off.
It's like Turbo, same deal, kind of similar.
Yeah, well, Turbo had 4 ETH.
Yeah.
No, pardon me. No, yeah, Turbo, he had 4 ETH. 50 contributors, 4 ETH, and then it took off after that. Yeah, well, this one here was started with 0.5 BNB, and then obviously the money rolled in after that. Yeah, so these stealth ones are ones that are like can be really wild how quickly they go up.
Yeah, it's definitely that's true. Because let me have a look at this one here. I want to show you this one here. Yeah, I saw this one. I'll quickly show you this one. This one here. A couple of guys mentioned it to me, and I saw it. It's Milady meme coin, but it's looked like it's done okay. See, so it's going up.
Chart.
I think this was a. I'm pretty sure this was a.
This was NFT project. If you go over on like OpenSea, you'll see Milady's, I think, NFTs.
Okay.
It's like you'll see it on the front page.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether it's the same, I really don't know if it's the same people involved. But Milady is like an NFT project on OpenSea. Big one. So I don't know that if it's the same team or not. I haven't looked that hard.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So maybe coin list. Yeah, NFT meme coin 2 days after Elon Musk tweeted. Okay, Elon Musk tweet. Oh, okay. I know.
So
I know what's happening with this.
Milady Maker is number 6 trending over on OpenSea.
Okay.
And
well, with this,
is 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's happened? The reason why this took off is because Elon Musk did a tweet, and he said he hasn't named who it is, but he said there's a lady that's going to be the CEO of Twitter. He didn't name who she was. So what they've done is they've got this, got that, and then they've made a meme coin about it. This is only a couple of days ago, and it's took off. So, and there was these funny meme coins. You can have a look at his Twitter, and you'll see funny responses because he didn't say who it was, so people were retweeting with who they think it was, and then that's what I reckon's happened with this one. This one's taken off because of his tweet. It's crazy.
The floor price on Milady Maker is 3.857 ETH. Pretty wild.
Yeah. See, so what these guys are doing is they're riding on the fact that Elon Musk did a tweet about it, and then they're making a coin very quickly about it, and then spread it virally. That's how this one's taken off.
Yeah. That just reminded me. That was that one I said. There was one. Oh yeah, I got one more to show you. Let me find it first.
Oh, you're right.
And then we'll have a look at it. Yeah. Now this coin is an old one. So it should be on CoinGecko. Let me find it. There was some mention of a tweet by there seemed to be a common thing. Anything that Elon mentions, like, just goes off. So, like, it's crazy. But literally, if you monitor his Twitter, if something happens, somebody's like promoting,
Making
like
a
they
meme
must
coin.
be ready to create a meme coin as soon as they say something.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. So, okay, I found this coin. Let me look at the chart first. Let me get the contract, put it in somewhere here. Okay. All right. I'll share my screen. I don't have the full story on this, right? I don't have the full story on it, but I think it's interesting. So it's called Delicium, and the code is AGI. Now there's a few of them, right? It's on ETH and also on Binance Smart Chain, and on other markets. Let's look. It's on all major markets. Bybit. That's where most Bybit, XT, Bitmark, Qcoin, Gate, DigiFinex, Binex, Hotbit, Cryptology, Balaxy, MEXC. So it's on like all. It's an old coin, right? It's been around for a while. It looked like a metaverse type gaming thing when I went to the website. And when you look at the chart, I mean, look at the chart. Like, you know, it's been going down for ages. So let's jump over into what I saw yesterday. Look at this volume. Look at this chart. This is on a 1 hour. It's just been coming down like forever, right? Just been coming down, 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 down. Check this out. This here, this massive amount, like this rush here. And what happened was, if you jump over onto their Twitter and scroll down, they sort of posted this here. If AGI is almost here, why doesn't autocorrect work? And that is the code. That AGI like is meant for another name, but their code is AGI. So this is why they jumped on it. Now, what happened was if we have a look at that chart, just to give you an idea of what happened, let's look at the price range. It went from there. So it went up about 30%, and then sort of petered out. But what's interesting is the person who actually bought that, I checked the transactions to see who bought it, and when they bought it, they actually bought. They were like the third biggest holder of those coins in the whole, like all of the holders, right? They literally went in and bought up, I don't know, it was like 15 grand or something like that. They literally bought up all the coins and become the third biggest holder in this project. Now, I don't know if they've sold out, I'm not sure. But at the same time, because this price went up, the price also went up on all these other platforms. So all these other markets, and what people may not know is like Bybit, right? This, I'm not 100% sure. This is a spot market, but with spot market, generally you can only sort of buy. You can't short on those sort of markets. But perpetuals you can. But even that, you can get leverage on some of these markets. So like a Bybit, you can get leverage. So literally, if they basically bought those coins and the price went up considerably, and I don't know if these they don't really have the, I don't know if they have the chart here. Let me click on that and see what it says. I don't know if they'll show it. This is okay. AJUST Delicium. Okay, and let me look at this. Are we on a 15-minute? Okay, there's a spike. So here's what happened, right? Maybe I'll make that bigger. There was the chart, right? That was what you saw before going down. And then have a look at what happened to the price. It went from there up to there. It went from 0.1 to nearly 0.2. It nearly doubled in price in 15 minutes. And anyone who was on this could have traded that and made a killing, because it's a look at that. Look at that spike.
Holy crap.
So yeah, so the price changed and they traded it, and some serious volume went into that. Like that double there, like the amount of money you can make if that's leveraged is unbelievable. Like some of these platforms, like you can do 10x and 50x. I mean, I think on Bybit you can do 50x. So when something like doubles, you then times whatever you made by 50. Like that's how crazy it is. So I don't know if that's really what happened, but that's what my theory is, that someone basically purchased AGI here with amount of money, made the price move, and then traded it on the other platforms and made a killing. I think that's what happened there. So like something that they maybe spent $15,000 here, and then they did maybe a 15,000 trade on the other platform, could have generated $500,000 profit.
It's crazy.
Which is wild. So if you got money and you know what you're doing, you can really, really, manipulate stuff. So anyway, just thought I'd share that. I mean, obviously most of our viewers are probably not that deep into it, but it's just interesting. This is how big boys play. They actually dominate even this chart that's going completely down, and you would not think that they could make any money out of it. They could have made $500,000 out of that.
Yeah, that's it. It's all the when you got the cash and you're playing at a higher level, you can start to do shit that lower level people can't. And I guess it's like that with anything, not just crypto, isn't it? It's you got that leverage, you got that backing. Look, there's tons of stuff happening in crypto, especially with meme coins, and just what we've talked about in the last hour with meme coins. There's so much to unpack, and then that's just meme coins. Then they got all the mainstream shit that you're talking about with crypto. You got all that stuff as well. So crypto is live and well, guys. It's just
it's like anything. You just got to put your time into it and just find those gems. And when you do, you make a ton of money. Like those people in El Capo. It's crazy how close I came to that one. But that's just so. By just looking at these meme coins, over time you start to because I do reviews on them from YouTube as well. You know that if you're on my Discord, on our Discord, you'll know that, and so is Garth. So, but after a while, you start to pick up things. You start to see things that people don't. So there's no. We try to help you guys as much as we can in Discord by posting stuff, and Garth's got tons of stuff that he sees. I've got stuff that I see, and we try to post it because he's got more of a technical perspective on it, and I've got more of a like an ICO type of thing where I can see things that are upcoming. So it's good to have that balance, and then we just post stuff in the Discord. So then, but even then, we don't always get it right, but it gives you some sort of idea of what's going on at least. And it's just a numbers game with this stuff. You've just got to go through the numbers. I personally don't put a lot of money in these meme coins because I know that most of them are just shit. And if they pop off, you take the profit and you get out. And you just keep on repeating. That's it. You don't fall in love with them. And but if you do it long enough, it's going to work. Now, if you don't believe me, just go and search on YouTube with Voscoin. And Voscoin done a video, and he broke down the Pepe Millionaire. All right, so he went into the Pepe Millionaire. He found out his wallet. He went into the wallet and did a video on it. And basically, the guy that did it turned $25 into a millionaire, into $1 million with Pepe. And after he did that video, he obviously published it. And what he said in that video was, this guy had done over 3,000 meme coins. He'd had a couple of really good runs with a couple of other ones where he made a couple $100,000, but the majority of them were just shitters and just tanked. A couple of them did well for him, but the biggest one, obviously, so far, this biggest winner was Pepe. So this guy did 3,000 meme coins. That just shows you his level of commitment until he found the winning one. So you can make a ton of money in meme coins with just a small amount of money if you put in the work. Yeah, exactly. What you just said there, 3,000 cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, that's just a summary of that video.
He did
ChatGPT to do a summary of that video. 3,000, crazy.
2 million profit. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so it's the money's there in meme coins. The money's there in crypto. The money's there in meme coins, but you're not going to have a Lambo by next week if you don't, try to learn some new stuff and just keep on improving. That's why me and Garth, that's why we've been doing this stuff. And it's much been boring that we've been here and there's like no one watching these videos. There's no one in the Discord, but we keep on doing them because even though sometimes it get monotonous and it might get boring, we're still learning something that we didn't know. Okay, it's like, this week's so bloody boring. But we'll still learn something. We learned that the crypto market goes dead, people disappear. But that's just normal, Yeah. So it's just you just gotta. There's no silver bullet. There's no magic pill to this. You just gotta do the numbers and get amongst it. And sooner or later, you'll pick up things and you'll see things that other people won't, and you get onto a winner. And when you get onto that winner, you're just like, wow, this is awesome. And it's like that with everything we've done in the past. You just got to put in the work. But I'm definitely, there, and same with Garth. And with the meme coin season now, I think it'll do well. I think it'll continue towards what we're in May. I think it's going to keep on going for many, many, many more months, probably till the end of the year. Until we and we're in like the way that Bitcoin is at the moment. We're kind of like it's playing around 20 grand, under 30 grand. It's sort of hasn't broken really smashed through 30 yet. So I think that it's going to get so much more crazy once we start to see smash through 30 and we get into the 40s, which it will. It will happen. once it starts to get into the 40s and stuff, then people are going to get excited. And you're going to see all these projects that we talked in the past are going to moon, and these meme coins are going to just go ballistic. So this is happening now in like a bearish kind of trend. You wait till it gets bullish. It is going to be insane. People are going to lose their minds. And you're going to see these coins pump for no reason. And they shouldn't pump because they're shit projects. But, you better get in there, make some money, get out. Like we always tell you, take the profit, dude. Take the profit.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, unless you want to add anything else, we might just call it a night, eh?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. I think it's been good. We've shared some good stuff. So, just get amongst it.
Yeah, no, that was good. Some of the stuff you shared tonight was great. I learned some new stuff. So there it is, guys. I hope to see you in the Discord. If you want to check it out, just go to 100xcryptoacademy.com. You can join as little as $5 a month, and you'll get tons of information about these meme coins. Or you can go to the higher levels, which will just take you at a higher, more information and more, just more stuff that we're doing. All right, guys, have a good week, and we'll see you guys next one.
See you guys. Bye.
Catch you guys.